For our company's sake, would you consider going on a matchmaking date? What? No way. Excuse me, want to join me for a cup of coffee?
Sorry, I'm in a hurry. So, you were out there flirting with me while you had matchmaking dates set up?
I'm sorry, I'm doomed. My name is Keiichi Sato. I've been called back home by my dad and my younger brother Mitsuhiko. I'm home. You're late. Well, whatever. There's something important to discuss. Keiichi, do you have a girlfriend?
No way he has a girlfriend. He's never had one before.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I could have one by now. Well, yeah, I don't, but still. I see. In that case, for our company's sake, would you consider going on a matchmaking date? What? No way. I want to choose my own partner. It's an important client. You're part of the company, so help us out. Ugh. Let me think about it for a bit. Is there any way I can get out of this matchmaking meeting? They wanted to know if I'm seeing someone, so maybe having a girlfriend would help me dodge this. I've been buried in work for the past few years, so dating hasn't really been an option. But with things settling down, maybe I should give it a shot. Is she struggling to cross? Oh, good. Looks like someone's helping her across.
Take your time, ma'am. Watch your step, okay? Don't mention it. It's totally normal to lend a hand when someone needs it. Take it easy.
What a kind person. And she's so beautiful. Excuse me, want to join me for a cup of coffee? Oh no, I talked to her without giving it much thought.
Sorry? I'm sorry. I'm in a hurry.
No way. I can't believe I just hit on someone. Even I'm shocked at myself. She was amazing. I'm sure someone like that wouldn't respond to a random pickup attempt. Guess I'll go home. You're back. So, have you thought about the matchmaking meeting in a positive light?
She's the perfect match for you, Keiichi.
If this goes well, it'll strengthen our bond with the client. It's just an informal meeting between the two of you. Why not at least meet her and talk? They're both so eager about this. Guess I have no choice but to go and decline in person. Fine, I'll go. On the day of the matchmaking meeting, I didn't check out the profile at all because I'm set on turning it down, but I'm still wondering what kind of person it is.
I've been waiting for you.
Wait, you're...
Oh my. So, you were out there flirting with me while you had a matchmaking date scheduled?
I'm sorry. I'm doomed.
Since you didn't recognize my face, I assume you don't know my name either. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Noah Sanjo.
Nice to meet you. I'm Keiichi Sato.
Why were you hitting on someone when you had a matchmaking meeting coming up?
I'm sorry. It's just that I really didn't want a political marriage. It's not that I have anything against you personally, Noah. How do I put this? To me, marriage is all about creating a family, where you can lean on each other when things get tough. Political marriages are always built on mutual interests, so I feel like they can't lead to an equal relationship.
I see. But why did that lead to you trying to pick someone up?
I didn't intend to hit on anyone. I just thought it'd be smoother to say I already had a girlfriend, and that way you wouldn't feel hurt. While I was walking and thinking about that, I happened to see you being kind to an elderly lady. You were so kind, gentle, and incredibly beautiful. I ended up calling out to you without thinking. I had no idea you'd be my matchmaking partner. I'm so sorry.
So that's the reason behind your pickup attempt that day?
Yes.
What a coincidence. Actually, I share the same view as you, Keiichi.
Huh? Then why did you agree to the matchmaking meeting?
My father runs a small IT company, mainly developing systems and apps. It's just my father, me, and a handful of employees.
I see. I'm sorry. I only heard that you were our client.
It's understandable. From your company's perspective, we're probably just one of many clients. But for us, your company is a significant part of our revenue. A very important client. I can imagine my dad pondering it when your company proposed the matchmaking meeting. He wanted to know my thoughts, and I told him I was down to meet you at least. Meeting and then politely declining seems like the best way to avoid any hard feelings.
I see. So we were thinking the same thing.
It really is quite a coincidence.
All right, in that case, let's call off this matchmaking meeting. We can totally have a strong partnership between our companies without needing to get married.
But are you sure that's okay?
For sure. I'll go over everything with my father, the CEO of our company. No problem.
I can tell you're so honest and kind, Keiichi. So I get it. We can treat this meeting as cancelled. In that case, how about we focus on boosting collaboration and creating a strong partnership between our companies as we move ahead?
Sure. I look forward to working with you.
Same here. Well then.
So Noah was in a similar situation. I'm glad we had the chance to talk. The matchmaking meeting didn't work out, but Dad wanted to strengthen the bond between the companies, so this should be fine. I'm home. There you are. So how did the meeting go? Well, Dad, actually, it's true that we could strengthen the relationship through effort, but Mr. Sanjo's company may be small, but their technical skills are exceptional. I absolutely don't want to lose them to someone else. That's why I arranged the matchmaking meeting to establish a more solid connection.
Then how about sending Keiichi on a secondment to their company? If one of our employees works there, it'll strengthen the bond even more. I can take over the work he's handling in the meantime.
That's a great idea. I'm fine with the secondment, but are you sure you can handle this?
If you can do it, there's no way I can't.
That's true. Mitsuhiko always had better grades than you, Keiichi. If both of you think so, I'll go if Noah's company agrees to accept me. All right, it's decided. I'll reach out to Mr. Sanjo about it right away. And that's how I ended up being sent to Noah's company on secondment. A month flew by while I was handing over my responsibilities, and before I knew it, it was my first day at the new job. All right, I was told to head straight to the office once I arrived. The CEO, Mr. Sanjo, did say I might be surprised, since it's a small company, but he also mentioned it's a friendly and lively workplace, so I've been kind of looking forward to it. Good morning. Looks like the other employees aren't here yet.
Good morning, Keiichi. Actually, I've been stuck on a program I'm working on. The meeting with the client is coming up soon, so I came in early to work on it. But it's just not coming together.
Mind if I take a look?
Of course not. Go ahead.
Ah, I see. You're hitting an error here, which is preventing further progress.
You figured that out just by looking?
Pretty much. How about trying this adjustment to the code?
You're right. I never would have thought of a solution like this. You're amazing, Keiichi.
Well, I've loved programming since I was a kid. I've been creating all sorts of programs since my student days, so I've got a lot of experience under my belt.
That's really cool. Especially since you started back in your student days. What kind of projects did you work on?
Well, let me see.
Wait, seriously? That's...
1 month later. Mr. Sato, the complaint calls won't stop coming. Clients Keiichi used to handle are furious, asking when their products will be delivered. It's the same on my end. Some clients are even threatening to terminate their contracts at this rate. Emails are piling up with complaints and inquiries, and we just can't keep up. Mitsuhiko, what's the progress?
Well, about that, I'm following Keiichi's specifications, but it's not going well. I just can't create the same kind of programs he used to make.
What? Why didn't you tell me sooner? You said you could handle it, so I trusted you.
I never imagined it'd be such a complicated program. Wait, how about having Keiichi's current company make it? There's no need for us to go through all this trouble ourselves.
You have a point. All right, I'll head to Mr. Sanjo's office.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Sanjo is not available today. However, I'll be happy to assist you in his place.
You mentioned a matter related to the clients I used to handle? What seems to be the issue? That's right. Keiichi, you're going to create the program for the clients you were in charge of. Just so you know, I'm actually on secondment with Noah's, or Mr. Sanjo's company to be precise. That means I'm no longer under your company's authority or direction. That's why we'll treat it as an official order. How about this amount?
I'm sorry, but we can't accept this amount.
What? Well, it's simply too low. Considering the complexity of the program, this just won't work. Given how advanced the requirements are, I'd say this amount would be closer to the market rate.
That said, both my father and I wish to maintain a good relationship with your company. So, how about we meet at this amount instead?
Fine, we'll accept the amount you proposed. But can you deliver everything properly by the deadline?
Of course.
We even reduced the price to a fair rate, so why do they still look so dissatisfied? All right, I'll take on the projects my father brought over.
Are you sure about this?
Since I was originally in charge, I'm already familiar with the content, and I can't just leave everyone to clean up after Mitsuhiko's mistakes. The clients trusted me and chose me for this work, so I want to do everything I can to meet their expectations. Besides, a few months later.
Dad, is it true that Keiichi submitted his resignation?
Mitsuhiko, how many times do I have to tell you not to call me Dad at the office? As for Keiichi, yes, it's true. Has the rumor already spread?
So what are you going to do? Are you really going to let him leave?
Do I have a choice? Once he's gone through the proper procedures and formally submitted his resignation, there's nothing I can do to stop him.
You've got to be joking. But hey, I've been studying hard since then, so I can totally get by without him.
I hope you're right.
Mr. Sato, we've got a serious problem.
What now?
The clients Keiichi used to handle are now all requesting to terminate their contracts, one after another.
What did you say?
Did you ask them why?
Apparently, the deliverables don't meet the quality standards stipulated in their contracts.
What? What the heck is going on with Keiichi?
It's tough to bring this up, but the quality problems are mainly with the work you did, Mitsuhiko, and not what was outsourced to Keiichi's company.
What?
It seems they were already considering ending the contracts due to these issues, but then they received news of Keiichi's resignation and new employment. Now they're discussing internally about redirecting their requests to Keiichi's new company instead.
What a nightmare. Our decision to handle the major accounts internally instead of outsourcing turned out to be a huge mistake.
Dad, what's the plan?
Let's see. To stop these clients from leaving, we'll need to come up with some groundbreaking new service.
Oh, I know. Remember the information management system that Keiichi was working on while he was here? It was almost finished, right? I could complete it and start selling it.
That's a solid idea. All right, Mitsuhiko, I'm leaving it in your hands. Make sure to report back immediately if anything comes up.
Got it. Leave it to me.
6 months later.
Information management system is finally complete, and we've launched it for sale.
Sales are looking great, and at this rate we'll be able to make up for the revenue lost from the departing clients.
Excuse me.
Wait a minute, you're Mr. Sanjo's daughter, aren't you? I heard he got sick, and you've been filling in as the acting CEO. Is this a courtesy visit then?
No. I'm here to request the immediate suspension of sales for the information management system your company recently launched.
What?
Why would you ask for that? The system you're selling contains an algorithm for which I hold the patent. I developed that algorithm during my student years and registered the patent under my name, so the patent rights belong to me personally. That's why I'm asking you to stop selling it. But wait a minute. Didn't you develop that system while working for my company? Can't you make an exception? I created it with the intent of benefiting the company I was working for at the time. However, since I've now moved on to a different company, I no longer have any ties to yours. I don't mind if you continue using the system as is, but you'll need to replace the patented portions. Ugh, fine. We'll rework the patented components. That's what you want, right? All right, I appreciate your cooperation.
Well then, excuse us.
Just when I thought our revenue was finally recovering.
I'll handle rewriting the patented components, just leave it to me.
1 month later.
We're so grateful for this invitation. It's a real honor to be here.
I'm glad you both could come. There's something important I wanted to discuss. Please have a seat.
Well then.
Thank you.
So, I did it. I successfully reworked the patented components of the system you originally created, Keiichi.
That's incredible. Good job.
Congratulations!
So how about signing a sales contract for this system? Could you show us the material?
Of course.
Keiichi, what do you think?
Well, I hate to be the one to say it, but I think you should hold off on selling this system. The programming here is weak, and as it is, it might lead to data leaks.
That's impossible. It's perfectly fine.
We've already invested a huge amount in development, so we can't delay the launch any longer.
I see. In that case, our company will have to decline this proposal.
What?
If you happen to change your mind and come back to us later, we might not be able to wrap up the contract. Is that okay with you?
Yes, that's fine. Shall we go, Keiichi?
Yeah, let's go.
Later. All right, the system I developed has finally been launched.
Sales are as good as ever, so there's nothing to worry about.
Hello, this is Doki Doki Corp. What? Are you telling me that the program I created has a security flaw and that customer data got exposed? And now you are demanding compensation? What the...
What? It's just as Keiichi said. What's going on?
Don't ask me, I don't know.
You're the development manager for the system, aren't you? At this rate, both you and I will be held accountable.
This can't be happening.
I never thought I'd be removed as CEO. Mitsuhiko, you said everything was fine, so I trusted you. What's going on?
Will you knock it off? I was fired too, okay? And now I'm being hit with massive compensation claims.
I can't believe I'm actually being dragged to court. I never thought it would come to this. Oh, Dad's company is even trending on online news. When I agreed to the matchmaking meeting, I never thought it would lead to all this.
Yeah, but there was an unexpected bonus, so I'm glad I went through with it.
Unexpected bonus?
Yeah, thanks to that I got to meet you. Hey, would you try picking me up again? I'd be happy to say yes this time.
Thanks for watching till the end.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.